All right, let's go to gold and silver shining again after both metals took a hit to start the week. Gold's rebound means that the metal is about to have its best year since 1979. Silver, which hit a fresh record today, is up more than 150% this year. But this is all as investors are choosing the precious metals over a dollar that's losing its luster. But this isn't just a Wall Street story. When the price of metals move at this rate, it impacts what people buy and sell. There's no one better to break it down than a man who has seen every boom, bust, and bargain imaginable. Joining me now in a Fox Business exclusive, the star of the hit show Pawn Stars and owner of the Gold and Silver Pawn Shop in Las Vegas, Rick Harrison. So great to have you. What are you seeing when consumers come in? What are they bringing, and how does the price change how they feel and what they're selling?
So I have a lot of people that just had 20, 50 ounces of silver. They're coming in and selling it. The problem is I have demand at 10 times that much. People just, retail investment silver, I can't keep in stock. And this time around, I do not think it's a bubble, though. The thing is there's just a structural deficit of silver. There's so much industrial demand for it now. Past 5 years in a row, there's been right around a 200 million a year ounce deficit on what's actually mined and the scrap market. And I see no end to it because this whole AI thing and the data centers, they're using more and more silver. They're pressing out they're trying to get every little thing to get a little bit more speed, a little bit more memory, and a little bit more computing power. And nothing in the world conducts electricity better than silver. They're actually making all the computer cables in those data centers. They're switching them over to silver just to get a little bit more speed. So I see it well over $100 by this time next year.
Okay, so if I'm a consumer and I have a gold bracelet or a silver bracelet, would you tell me to hold on to that silver bracelet and not sell it to you just yet if the price is going to be higher next year?
I would say keep it around, but then again, I've been wrong before. And then you have the whole geopolitical thing. China just bought 2 months in a row, it broke records on the amount of gold for its strategic reserves. The U.S. government is now considering silver a strategic commodity. So I don't know exactly what that means, but I'm assuming the government will start buying it back. I'm not, what I personally own, in my own investments, I'm not selling right now because I think it's got a long way to go because. It's just we're printing too much money, and every central bank wants it, and I see the demand staying there for a long time.
So I want to get to all of the things that you just outlined there, but first I wanted to touch on something that you said, that you are having demand that is well outpacing supply. Why is that? Because if the gold prices and silver prices are so high, I would assume that the cure for high prices is high prices. Consumers would say this is too expensive, but you're not seeing that. Why?
What I'm seeing is someone bought 40 or 50 ounces a couple years ago, and now they're saying the price is high, I'm going to sell it. But investors that spend a lot more money, they're buying it, and I guess they're saying what I'm saying. There's a structural deficit with silver,
right,
and it's supply and demand. There's not one silver mine left in the world.
Oh, really? I did not know that.
All the silver right now is just residual from copper mines and gold mines, but there's no dedicated silver mines. And everybody I've talked to and everything I've read, no one figures out where we're going to get it all that we need, because with the more AI, the data centers, every solar panel's got silver in it. Every Tesla's got 3 ounces of silver in it. Every EV, all the high-end batteries. There seems like a new product every day that needs silver or it won't work.
So you mentioned also some sort of structural things that are driving the economy. I'm always curious on the bet in gold in particular. Is it foreign banks that are buying it up? Is it a momentum trade at this point? Is it, as you mentioned, people coming in and they're saying, you know what, I'm looking and I'm seeing devaluing of the dollar, a lot of dollar weakness, so my bet is a flock to gold? What is the why behind the price for gold that you see?
I think you just mentioned a bunch of things and a lot more. I mean, Trump's finally has got inflation under control, but it's in the back of people's minds all the time, especially in developing countries. If you're like in India, you're not going to hold on to the rupee, which has gone down 50% in the past 15 years. You're going to try and put your cash savings, you're going to put it in gold, and other developing countries around the world. And those developing countries, they're getting a population with money where they can invest. So that's happening. Central banks are buying it like crazy. There's a lot of, everyone's worried about geopolitical things with gold. So there's I think gold is a psychological thing. Silver is an actual physical thing. So I see them both going up. Gold, I don't know. It could go up and down all over the place because, like I said, this is a psychological thing. Silver, it's just structural. I mean, it's the law of supply and demand. There's not enough out there.
We cannot let you go without getting your thoughts on Bitcoin. It's had a little bit of a tough year. What are your thoughts?
Okay, I know it's $80-some thousand, and when it was $100, I was saying it was crazy, and I didn't get on the boat. But still, you can't buy anything with it. I mean, if you walk into a store and buy a Coke with a Bitcoin, you're gonna have to wait there for a few hours for it to process, or you can pay like $20 in gas fees and get it right away. And then when you got to go home, you have to write down or put into your computer what you bought the Coke for and how much Bitcoin, because you're gonna have to pay. There's gonna be a capital gain or a capital loss on it, and it makes no sense. You know what I mean? Everyone says it's decentralized. Well, I like my centralized credit card because if someone steals my credit card, I can call the bank and I'm not going to lose any money.
All right. I think that sums it up. Rick Harrison, so appreciate having you on the program. Thank you.
Thanks.
I
For having me.
admire the honesty.